Very much. Appreciate it, everybody.
Mr. President, do you have a plan to contain the coronavirus in the U.S.?
We do have a plan, and we think it's going to be handled very well. We've already handled it very well. The virus. They're working hard. Looks like by April, you know, in theory, when it gets a little warmer, it miraculously goes away. I hope that's true. Had I not made a decision very early on not to take people from a certain area, we wouldn't be talking this way. We'd be talking about many more people would have been infected. I took a lot of heat. I mean, some people call me racist because I made a decision so early. But we have done an incredible job. We're going to continue. It's going to disappear. One day, it's like a miracle. It will disappear.
In the name of Jesus, we thank you, oh God, for this group holding up the arm.
Yes, Lord. Yes.
Here, 35,000 people on average die each year from the flu. Did anyone know that? 35,000. That's a lot of people. It can go to 100,000. It could be 27,000. They say usually a minimum of 27 goes up to 100,000 people a year die. And so far, we have lost nobody to coronavirus in the United States. At this moment, we have 22 patients in the United States currently that have coronavirus. Unfortunately, one person passed away overnight. Additional cases in the United States are likely, but healthy individuals should be able to fully recover.
Mr. President, is it safe or appropriate to be holding rallies during a public health crisis like this?
Well, these were set up a long time ago, and others are. I mean, you could ask that to the Democrats because they're having a lot of rallies. They're all having rallies. That's what they're doing. They're campaigning.
But do you think it's safe? Are you worried at all?
I think it's very safe, yeah. I think it's very safe.
Is your message that to Americans that it's safe to fly, and can you convince the traveling
Yeah, I
public
think
about
where
it?
these people are flying, it's safe to fly, and large portions of the world are very safe to fly.
A vaccine that you make and start testing a year is not a vaccine that's deployable. So he's asking the question, when is it going to be deployable? And that is going to be at the earliest a year to a year and a half, no matter how fast you go.
We're doing very well, but it's an unforeseen problem. What a problem. Came out of nowhere, but we're taking care of it. But anybody that needs a test can have a test. Every one of these doctors said, how do you know so much about this? Maybe I have a natural ability. Maybe I should have done that instead of running for president.
Are you concerned that the virus is getting close to the White House?
No, I'm not concerned at all. No, I'm not. No, we've done a great job with this. Today, the World Health Organization officially announced that this is a global pandemic. This is just a temporary moment of time that we will overcome together as a nation and as a world. And Bruce Greenstein, LHC Group, tremendously talented people. Thank you very much.
Mr. President, thank you.
Thank you very much. Fantastic.
We'll practice that.
Okay, I like that. That's good. To unleash the full power of the federal government in this effort today, I am officially declaring a national emergency.
The officials that worked in that office said that the White House lost valuable time because that office wasn't disbanded. What do you make of that?
Well, I just think it's a nasty question because what we've done is, and Tony has said numerous times that we've saved thousands of lives because of the quick closing. I also took the test last night, yeah. And I decided I should, based on the press conference yesterday. People were asking, did I take the test? Therefore, my administration is recommending that all Americans, including the young and healthy, work to engage in schooling from home when possible, avoid gathering in groups of more than 10 people, avoid discretionary travel, and avoid eating and drinking at bars, restaurants, and public food courts. I've always known this is a pandemic. I felt it was a pandemic long before it was called a pandemic. I would like to begin by announcing some important developments in our war against the Chinese virus. We'll be invoking the Defense Production Act just in case we need it.
Why do you keep calling this the Chinese virus? Why do you keep using this? A lot
Because
of
it
people
comes
say
from
it's
China.
racist.
It's not racist at all, no, not at all. It comes from China.
What do you say to Americans who are watching you right now who are scared?
I say that you're a terrible reporter. That's what I say. It's very important that we totally protect our Asian American community in the United States and all around the world. They're amazing people. The Department of Justice will be, America will again and soon be open for business, very soon, a lot sooner than 3 or 4 months that somebody was suggesting. A lot sooner. We cannot let the cure be worse than the problem itself. We're not going to let the cure be worse than the problem. Part of the reason is they are looking at, I said earlier today that I hope we can do this by Easter. I think that would be a great thing for our country and out of China. And they say that's how it. I'm not going to do anything rash or hastily. I don't do that. I think that too. I think we're going to have a tremendous rebound the end of the year, toward the end of the year. I think we're going to have a rebound like we have never seen before. Even now, it wants to rebound. You can see it, feel it. It wants to rebound so badly. But I wanted that to be a nice signature. That was... And I am now considering, and we'll make a decision very quickly, very shortly, a quarantine, because it's such a hot area, of New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. We'll be announcing that one way or the other fairly soon. This economic relief package in American history, you saw that yesterday. Adding some more beds, which will be completed today. And we've opened up, whoops, there goes our box. And my hair's blowing around, and it's mine.
What do you say to Americans who are upset with you over the way you downplayed this crisis over the last couple of months?
And it's people like you and CNN that say things like that, it's why people just don't want to listen to CNN anymore. You could ask a normal question. The statements I made are, I want to keep the country calm. I don't want panic in the country. I could cause panic much better than even you. I could do much. I would make you look like a minor league player. But you know what? I don't want to do that. I want to have our country be calm and strong and fight and win. And it will go away. As Americans from more than 50 countries, we're going to go through a very tough 2 weeks. And then hopefully, as the experts are predicting, as I think a lot of us are predicting after having studied it so hard, you're going to start seeing some real light at the end of the tunnel. But this is going to be a very painful, very, very painful 2 weeks. We're looking to have far fewer deaths than originally thought, and I think we're heading in that direction. Thank you very much. Thank you. But it would be nice to be able to open with a big bang and open up our country, or certainly most of our country, and I think we're going to do that soon. By the millions, you read about State Representative Karen Whitsett, who I very much appreciate her going public, but she was, I think, very, very much helped by.
Let there be a mitigation of this plague, this disease. Let medical science come forth.
We've done well, and I guess the market thinks we've done well, because we had the biggest stock market increase without one day, we're talking 4 days instead of 5, that we've had in 50 years. Americans continue to complete their questionnaire online. This is when somebody's the president of the United States, the authority is total, and that's the way it's got to be.
What did you do with the time that you bought?
Look, you know you're a fake. You know that. Your whole network, the way you cover it, is fake. Well, we've asked them to accelerate whatever they're doing in terms of a vaccine.
Criticized for by Democrats and even.
And they've thus far been doing everything that they can do, and I want to say thank you, and I want to say that I appreciate it.
He returns calls. He reaches out. He's been proactive because he sent it down here, 2,000 medical.
But I guess I'm doing okay because, to the best of my knowledge, I'm the president of the United States, despite the things that are said. Thank you very much. Please. Today I'm instructing my administration to halt funding of the World Health Organization while a review is conducted to assess the World Health Organization's role in severely mismanaging and covering up the spread of the coronavirus. Leaps and bounds over the last 5 weeks. If the House will not agree to that adjournment, I will exercise my constitutional authority to adjourn both chambers of Congress. The current practice of leaving town while conducting phony pro forma sessions is a dereliction of duty that the American people cannot afford during this crisis. Governors will be empowered to tailor an approach that meets the diverse circumstances of their own states. Every state is very different.